Hey Internet, so who should you wish for? Furina, Ayato, or Cyno? Now at the time of recording, there is 1 day left for Furina. So in terms of value, she is the Hydro Archon and she adds so much more value compared to the other two. She summons her creatures for DPS, for healing. Her burst allows you to boost damage for the entire team. She can walk on water. So what does Ayato bring that Furina doesn't? Now, I think that Furina does the same thing that Ayato does, if not more. So Ayato applies Hydro application, and he's an on-field DPS.
Everything's in place, and
Furina can do that too, so it's a matter of design and playstyle. Furina summons creatures, whereas Ayato uses his sword and quick slashes. Okay. We haven't talked about Cyno. I don't have him, but we will bring him up on the character archive. Alright, Cyno. If you want Cyno, he's a Electro Hyper Carry. And he works well with Dendro teams. Okay. Now, should you wish for Furina now, or do you want to wait 4 patches later and come back in 4.6? It depends. Do you like her playstyle and design? If yes, pick her over the other two. She just adds more value. Now if you don't like Furina and you want to choose for Ayato, that's okay. He's a solid pick. Just know that he is a one-trick pony. His job is to apply Hydro, and he's an on-field DPS. I suppose you could make him a sub-DPS if you want to.
Look on my retainers' faces when I informed them of my plans today.
Okay.
Panic-stricken, but unable to muster the courage to say anything in opposition.
And let's assume that Razor is Cyno. If you want Cyno, again, he's a hyper carry, so you gotta invest a lot into him. You also need 3 supports to carry him. So yes, he will do damage. He's an okay damage dealer. I would say purely if you hate Furina and you don't like her design or playstyle, or you don't like the HP drain, then Ayato is probably okay. Ayato and Razors, they're an okay pick. I don't want to say mid because they have their uses. Now if you have Furina, should you go for Ayato? That's the next question. Well, do you have a second DPS? If yes, then probably not, unless you really like Ayato's design. Alright, I think that covers it. What about Cyno? Same deal, like, he's a Electro Hyper Carry. Now before you make any decision, I think the only decision that you should make is whether or not you want Furina, because she's only here for 1 day and then she'll be gone for 4 patches. She'll return in 4.6, so that's 5 months time. Do you have the patience to wait for 5 months? So that is the only rash decision that you should make, because it is getting close to the Ayato and Cyno banner. Now for Ayato and Cyno, I would wait till Saturday and wait till the 4.3 live stream. So once you know what is in 4.3, then you can decide whether Ayato or Cyno is a good pick. You may be surprised who's on the banner. Of course, you know that it is Navia, the Geo Claymore user, and also the 4-star, because that was drip marketed. But you don't know the reruns, so the reruns might be better than these two DPS characters. So until you know, I would hold off on wishing for these two. That's why I'm saying that there's no urgency to wish for Ayato or Cyno just yet. Save your Primo Dreams, find out which character banners are on 4.3, and then wish to your heart's content. The only character that you should be thinking about is whether you or not you have Furina, or do you want Furina, and do you want to wait till 4.6 to get her. Okay, so time sensitivity is Furina. Now if you have Furina and you want to skip Ayato and Cyno, that's perfectly fine. You can probably do that. So if you've got only Furina and you just started and no other 5-star characters, what should you look out for? So since you get Barber for free and you're already a healer yourself, I would say it's okay to not have a healer. Probably pick either a support
Isn't there anything
or
else more interesting to do?
DPS that synergizes with Furina's kit. So Furina causes HP loss from her abilities and her burst. So Hu Tao works with her. Now Ayato, while the Hydro Resonance is nice, it may not be the best to work with Furina. Now this may be controversial, but Ayato, he is very similar to Ganyu. Like, his skill summons illusion, which taunts the enemy, which is similar to Ganyu, and his burst rains down rain droplets, similar to Ganyu's blizzard, and it does AoE damage. Now the only thing that they differ is that, of course, Ayato's a slasher and he uses a sword, Ganyu uses a bow, and I believe their constellation's very different. Also, Ayato's missing the constellation where Ganyu has the C4 that does even more damage for her burst, which Ayato lacks. So you could say Ayato's a weaker Ganyu in that sense. Okay. So, closing thoughts, wait till Saturday, wait for the 4.3 live stream to confirm the banners. If you don't have Furina, get Furina for value. If you dislike Furina, wait till Saturday and see which is the next lineup. And Ayato, Cyno, they're okay. They're not the best, but not the worst currently, because there are other options. Now, if you're planning to use Ayato as a Hydro support, that's fine. Furina is better though. Now, let's say that you lost 50-50 to Furina and you want Ayato as a constellation, or constellation prize, I guess. Yeah.
I have
I
to
mean,
stifle a smile every time I remember the look
I would
on my
probably just go
retainers'
hard
faces
and
when I
try
informed them
for
of my plans
Furina,
today.
to be honest, but if you lost the 50-50 on Furina and you want to try for Ayato, yeah, that works. Alright, I hope that helped you decide or not to decide what you want. I would say wait till 4.3 on Saturday once it's confirmed. And once it's confirmed that you know what characters you have, then I would say make your decision then. So don't act hastily unless you want to wish for Furina, which is going to be gone in the next day. And then you got to wait 5 months and she'll be back in 4.6. That's the only hasty decision that you got to make. To get Furina or not to get Furina. Aside from that, wait till 4.6, figure out what your next plan is or next step is. Okay, I hope that gives you insight on who to wish for.
It's pouring out here. Oh, wait, the water levels aren't rising, are they?
Alright, I think that is the end of the video, and definitely looks interesting, this kind of view. Alright, thanks for watching, hope you had a great day. Be sure to like, subscribe, share with your friends, ring the bell, turn on all notifications. Leave a comment below who you're going to wish for, Furina, Ayato, or Cyno. Become a member if you want to, drop a super thanks if you want to. Leave a comment below who you're going to wish for. Until next time, see ya.